Hey everyone, welcome to From the Depths. I'm Menti, and this is episode 50 of the Tank Tussle Season 2 tournament. This episode, we've got the Sergeant Nickles by Obscure doing its final battle. It's going up against the T400 Mantra by Carnival, which is the first time we're seeing this thing, and I have to say, it is a pretty cool looking tank. I don't know if I really like the yellowish gold color, but the actual tank body and whatnot looks pretty cool. Looks very tanky. It's a tanky tank, just like the battleshipy battleships. Oh, it's got a missile launcher on it, I see. 2 of them. And then some antennae and whatnot. A cupola. Some nice slopes, some, a heavy armor gun mantlet. Are these... Is this an actual gun? No. I don't think it is. What is that? But it looks like a gun. But what is that? What block is that? I don't know. But it's like a machine gun. Some sort of intake, I guess. It's a very cool looking vehicle. I really like this vehicle a lot. I think the color scheme could have been a bit better, but it still looks nice. And that's just my personal opinion. Color scheme is pretty subjective. What the heck? Heavy armor pillars on the underside there. That's interesting. Is that is the turret sitting on that? Yeah. Don't know why I didn't just use full heavy armor blocks. Maybe didn't have the materials for it. Had to cut that back. But yeah. You got a little fuel tank on the back here. I mean, what looks like a fuel tank. It's not an actual fuel tank, but or is that supposed to be an exhaust? Because it actually does have. Yeah, I think that's supposed. I think that's an actual exhaust. Does that go into the actual engine? No, because that would have to be a hull. Yeah, it's not an actual functioning exhaust, but it's still cool. Is the radiator connected to the engine? No. It still looks cool. But anyway, now that we've gotten a good look at that tank, go ahead, we'll pull the camera out here, and I do believe I have my sound issues and whatnot fixed this time. My mic is working much better and better quality, and I also managed to... I forgot that I had my PC backed up to an online backup thing, so I was able to manage to recover all of my settings. So yeah, anyway, enough about that. You don't want to hear about my computer. Let's focus on this fight. Sergeant Nickles is kind of pounding away at the T400 Mantra. Again, the Nickles not really doing much in the way of critical heavy blows, but those secondary guns are doing a very good job of chipping away at the weaker blocks, like the wheels and the side skirts and all that kind of stuff, which is causing heavy amounts of HP damage. The Mantra is actually more than 75% behind already, or more than 25%, because it was below 75. Yeah, you know what I did there. Math, how does it work? There are just so many little weak blocks for Nickles to shred. The Mantra just can't do anything about it. It loses a lot of health even though none of its critical components are being damaged. Oh, I think it just lost its gun. And now it's too damaged. And it exploded. And that's the end of the round. I was about to call it anyway because it was obviously not making any progress in closing that 75% gap. But yeah, let's go ahead and get it in position, and we will get round 2 here underway and see if maybe the Mantra can do a little better. It has a really good fire rate. I'm noticing the Mantra's fire rate is really strong. But I think the shells might be a little bit on the individually weaker side. And ooh, getting lots of deflections off of... Oh, did the gun get damaged already? Uh-oh, that's bad news. Something's going on. It's not firing anymore. Wow. Yeah, I think it may have taken some hits to something, because it's firing in like 1 and 2 round bursts now all of a sudden. It's firing very unevenly. But it is getting shredded. It is below 25%, or more than 25% behind. Sergeant Nickles is rocking 100%. Those missiles. That was such an easy target. How did you miss that? Oh man, there we go. The Mantra is destroyed and 2 damaged and going to despawn. So yeah, that is the end of the Nickles run. It had a pretty good one, went 4-1 if I'm remembering right, which is pretty good, So make sure you head down into the description to give it your approval vote, yes or no, whether you think it deserves a spot in the grand finals based on its aesthetics, engineering, and all that stuff. The vote has it in there, and vote for the Mantra while you're down there too. Otherwise, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the battlefield.